Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today we're going to draw Hades from Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2. So let's get in there at the top and start drawing him up. So we're just going to move over a little bit to the right with this one. Start with the head. Just going to do a V shape first of all, just pop it in like that. Okay, this is the top of this sort of crown area, and then I'm just going to do 2 points up, down, at the very top of his crown there. Just move that down. And then we can link that up with another V just below it. Okay, with that top point there, there's 2 additional points to the crown as well. So one kind of line there, and one kind of line there. Bring that down and up. Spike it back up. And then down, and down. And then we can just kind of link that up either side there, like that. Okay. Next we can pop in sort of start to work out the face area of this sort of mask. So we can draw a straight line just down like that, okay? Next up we can draw a circle, sort of the mouth area of the mask. A couple of little lines in between, like that. Okay, good. Next up, 2 more circles. One just at the top, a bit smaller, and one to the left-hand side, a bit smaller, just a few little markings on there too. Okay. Then what we can do is work out where the eyes are. So from the edge of either side of the larger circle, we can just bring it round and come up. Bring it round and come up. Okay. Then we can put 2 eyes in, sort of evil looking eyes, just kind of like oblongs either side of that area there. Let's just work out now, his sort of mask area is going to go on the side there, so line up either side of that outer circle. And then there's a kind of neck area just below sort of these areas here, so I'm just going to bring that down like that there. It's kind of like a cape with a hood going on, so just around here I'm just going to do a line from the crown down here, same thing here. And that's going to kind of come out a little bit and just in like that. So out and then just in. Sort of contains the mask area. Do a couple of outer points as well. So there's kind of like one that goes up to that outer piece of the crown. Let's pop another one there to the outer piece of the crown. And then just join it up like so. Right, okay. This inner area just around here, what we can do is just sort of join those bits up. Just get the black pen, just fill that in. Good black area, sort of the inner part of the hood, like that. Cool. And then just a couple of little curves going from the eye, underneath the eye point, down to that circular area. And then we've got a few sort of lines just in here, like the neck area is. And just cap that off like there and there as well. Okay, cool. So that bit's done. Now we can just go draw a line there, and we've got, it's kind of like a central kind of chest plate there. So I'm just gonna put a dot there, a circle just under where the neck is, sort of 2 curved lines, and that kind of curves out and down, sort of in a bit of an arrow shape to there. So out, and sort of curve that in and down, so we've got an arrow shape there. Okay. Okay, we can work out where the coated area is here. So really, where this area comes in here, sort of pops down. So we can just literally go from that area there, sort of down, just comes right down here and out. This side here comes sort of around. We're just gonna have the hand up there. Got a shoulder area here, so we can just pop shoulder area out there and then out there. And bring that in. Okay, this coat area then kind of tapers sort of down here. So I'm just gonna kind of work out where his torso is on this side. So it's kind of gonna come down and around like that here. And this coat area then sort of taper into that point there. This then will follow down here. This is the torso, kind of like hip area, outer leg as we move down, knee, right down sort of to the boot area here. So this would be the shin area where the boot is, and draw out just boots in there, heels here, top of the heel. Then we can move this area up to about, say, this area here. So just put a point there. Then we know we can just draw inner part of the outer leg there, sort of inner knee area here. Calf's going to be here, down to there. Okay, cool. Next up, the leg on the right hand side. So I'm just going to draw a line there. Sort of the knee area is here, sort of just a little line there. Then we're going to bring sort of the calf out, shin area will be here. And then this foot is sort of pointing more towards us. So bring it out around like so, little angle there. And we can just bring that up, sort of goes into where the coat area is there, okay? These are boots, so just going to put a couple of lines in, kind of to show that, where those boot areas are there. Then there's a couple of like little straps going on. And then from the top here, we're just going to draw sort of from here, this bit of detail sort of comes out and in like that. This side the same, sort of comes out and in there. Then there's kind of sort of capped kind of knee pads. I'm just going to do like a little diamond shape in there, and then maybe just sort of give it a bit of piping just to help us with the detail area there, okay? I'm going to pop an arrow sort of area there, like a little fin look, and another one kind of there. Let's do the same on this side, like fin like that, fin like that. Okay, cool. Also, just on the edge of the boot, a little triangle area there, and then triangle area just there as well. Okay, cool. Inner torso area here, it's kind of got a little curve sort of where sort of the belt area would be, and then that kind of scoots out either side there, and then from that point, just move out here, and then there's kind of like little shard that comes up either side, so a little jagged sort of triangle that comes up there. Another little jagged area kind of here, so another like little shard. Then there's like an inner area where there's energy sort of projecting out. So really there's a couple more of these shards that go up here. Just sort of draw one there, and then one there. And then within here, this is sort of capped off, so I'm just gonna fill these lines in like so. It kind of links to this bit here. Same with this comes up, link these areas like so there. Okay, cool. Let's work out where this arm is. So we've got the nice shoulder pad in here. This can like come in a bit like so there. Then we can just draw the arm area, so a line down here, and from here I think line down like that. That's the top area of the arm. This then tapers in like that. This is the elbow here, and this then will taper in like so. Let's pop ourselves like his hand's like a bit of a claw, so I'm just gonna do the thumb area, sort of like almost like a pincer there, into the center of the hand. Then what we can do, we can just bring that round, bring it up, and just go to a point, bring that round again like that, and move out like so. Okay, then we can just draw a couple of lines in there where we can sort of really make it pop later on. A couple of bits of sort of texture lines sort of going in here, and then there's kind of like energy beams around here, so just draw a line in there, then a real chunky line out here. We're just going to join up those areas there, so it gives it quite a lot of green to pop in later, because it's quite a dark character, so it's good to have some good popping bits of colour. Right, this part of the cape we can just sort of go in, sort of taper in from the body to the torso, alright, and then kind of flare out from the torso where that hand is there, just have it sort of flaring out. The cape can come around. It's kind of like an energy cape, so what I might do is sort of end it up with some just dots, things like that, sort of give a hint of kind of what it is. So it's like energy sort of bursting all around here. This will sort of happen all around here too, so sort of like those energy bits sort of going up and down just under there too. Maybe we'll just pop a little bit of piping just on the edge of that. I think that would be quite nice. on our character, so that can come down like that. Just adds a nice dimension of detail, and just let that kind of taper off down there. Right, this side on here, the arm area kind of comes down and kind of around here, so the bicep will kind of come sort of there, and the outer arm and the elbow will kind of be here. Right, so it kind of matches up like this. Kind of show this same sort of matching point here, so sort of symmetrically go in there, and that will help as well with a nice bit of light that we can show. And then this sort of cape area kind of sort of joins up here. Maybe just put a little curves in there, just adds a nice bit of texture to it. Right, let's move with the forearm just down here. So we're gonna have him holding his weapon just on the left hand side. So arm kind of comes like that, same on the bottom. Let's round this off here, just get to there. Then we can draw a thumb. So again, we can have a nice sort of claw pincer just around there, and then the claws sort of going around like the staff in the center there. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then what we can do is draw our staff, so that can be a long line kind of heading to about here. So line like that, line like that, and then at the top here kind of like tapers out to a wider piece of staff like that. Okay, it's like more of a circular sort of oblong in the middle there, so I'm just going to draw a bit of an oblong there, know where I am. Then sort of like two little pincer bits that come round, so pincer bit like this, curve like that, bring that out on the side, and then just get that sort of to taper into the oblong we've just drawn. This then comes out again, so bring that out, and then another line from that oblong, so bring that out. This side do the same, so two lines like that, and then what we can do is like a pincer that kind of comes up and up like that, and then this goes right up to the sort of above where the helmet is here. So let's just draw a line up like that and up, bring that down, and then it just sort of tapers out there, back in, and then comes right down to here and around like that. Then we're going to do the same on the other side, so we'll go up, okay, we'll come out, sort of matching the side, some kind of symmetrical. This will then come up to here. Then this comes all the way down this side to there, up, and then down, and then join it up. These bits here can then join up sort of to the top here, so they can go right up to there. This can go right up to there. Then we can just put a sort of few little bits of detail in around there. So like a couple of bits in here, and then sort of almost like there's a central bit there that kind of glows for later on. This angular bit, we can sort of show that that's even more angular by putting a couple of lines in. And it's quite nice now sort of to have sort of another sort of lighter line just in there. Sort of gives the impression then, you know, this item is really sharp. Maybe just a little bit sort of dark area there. Just adds to the contrast of this piece. Really dark in there, so that's just quite nice to do that at the moment. The bottom of here, to go right down to the end of the staff here, it's a bit like a key. So I'm going to draw a cap there, and it kind of comes to a point there where his foot is. It's an arrow, kind of like that, and then we'll just sort of join those areas up with a bit of a taper either side. This part comes out and up, and this part comes in, and then two lines out. That, join those with a triangle in the center, and then we're going to do sort of like an arrow coming out either side there. So let's do this bottom one first. So this comes sort of out like this, this comes out like that, and it kind of goes in and down, and this one goes sort of along like this and out. How does that work? Sort of out like that. Then these two areas meet up, so kind of pinches in there, goes in, little arrow point, and then these meet up there. Again, we'll just put some little bits of detail in so it looks kind of quite sharp and kind of intricate, maybe just around here, sort of join up a couple of areas there. Then there's some kind of like little V areas on here. So there's one down here. So I'm just gonna pop that there and fill that in to about midway point. Then we kind of got, it's almost like a little, sort of, let's just do like a little taper. One. And then just every so often pop a line in like so. And then we can go right to the top there. And these darker areas kind of come out a bit as well, so we can just do little kicks of black just around there. Okay. All right, just a little bit more, I think, intricacy going on the crown, just into popping a few bits so it just looks again sort of like sharp metal, and then maybe we can just kind of show some sort of little bits of piping and things like that just in the jacket there. And this central bit here, I think we can put a little diamond in there, another one like arrow in there, and then maybe a couple of little bits there, and just a couple of lines. It really helps sort of selling this as a really cool picture. This area here, I think it's quite light on detail, so it's really dark, so I'm just going to add like a bit of piping either side there, and then maybe just a couple of points like that where I think his armour is. Same with the boots, maybe just a couple of lines like that, sort of a few little flourishes. Maybe just sort of bring that in here, and I think this part of the arm we haven't done much with, so again we can just pop sort of a few little flourishes where the elbow is there. Maybe just here we've just got the top of his like hood going on there. Cool, okay. Outer part of his cape, that can now come around like this, or flourish out, kind of come right out to here, sort of where the key area is. Again, these points, let's just pop another one in here. These points can kind of sort of taper off like that. Cool, let's just ground him, a little bit of sort of terrain that he's standing on, like so. A couple of little bits of maybe energy or rocks there, not too sure what it is. That's cool. All right, let's now get that nice teal colour. Get some colour. Let's get some colour going on. So it's a nice bit of teal, sort of piping around the edges of this pick. What I will do with those very, very furthest edges is do a nice sort of vibrant green going on. So this is like more of the sort of teal just below, sort of the main colour. Looks good. Sort of in the chest area, fill in around there, and these sort of points around here. Just leave a little bit of light so we can go back with the green afterwards. Same with like around here, there's kind of lights going on around these points, and maybe this side here. And just a bit going on with the eye area, sort of half fill it in there. Yeah, that's good. And here. And the sort of inner area, it goes like really light with a lighter green in the centre, so I'm just going to sort of have that going on there. And there's a couple of little flourishes of colour just going on in here and here. And then the claws will just go there. What we'll do with the points of those is do that very light green. So fill those bits in like that. These areas here, sort of just clip them in, sort of like on this side it's kind of like bouncing off, like the light is like bouncing off his staff, which is cool. These bits are nice sort of teal colour too, and then the cape area kind of starts around here, so it's going to have this colour kind of coming through like this. And here, let's go to the centre of the cape, and then what we'll do again, we'll just sort of just do some little bits just around it, sort of showing that it's got quite an energetic cape going on there. This all joins up sort of around here too. Let's fill those points in. Fantastic. Okay, maybe just a little bit more here. A couple of little bits sort of in here as well. Maybe just a bit of that piping might be quite nice rather than having it grey. So a little idea of that colour going on. Okay, let's get that lighter green colour now. Okay, and just fill in sort of around it, so it's a little bit more of a sort of zingy kind of energy colour going on there. Get those eyes in and just fill in around there. Little points that we haven't done, just fill those in, like around there. Let's get the chisel edge and pop in like a brighter colour going on. Same here and here. Okay, good. Little tips of those claws, fill them in, and this little area here, and sort of this side down there. Maybe there's a little hint of that there, because this is going to be sort of pretty full of sort of the energy colour sort of surrounding it. And then don't be afraid to like blend it up in the middle there around these points. Maybe I'll just a little bit more in that central bit, sort of show that kind of energy sort of zinging around here. Alright, that's cool. What I'll do now is get the lighter grey, and I'll just start filling in kind of those areas just around his body. Quite a lot of grey to fill in around him. So let's do a lot of that. Maybe the grey goes in here too. Staff's done. Just where the boots are. Oh, this is really dark. The areas all around here. And then the jacket as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now let's get the darker grey. Just go around the edges with that. Just give it a nice bit of depth and contrast. Maybe the boots are sort of show they're a little bit more darker than the rest of it. Sort of fill in the sort of detail bits and kind of come in the centre there, and maybe bring this area out. There, just gives it a nice bit of contrast, even though you're using sort of those darker colours. And then maybe sort of this area within here can be the darker point. And just give a hint of that sort of coming round, sort of work around the detail that you've created in your picture. So that's quite a nice way to work. Sort of centrally, maybe the gloves are, again, the gloves are sort of darker point, and this kind of piping on the elbows is a bit darker. Kind of show that off and sort of work around there, and it seems to get sort of a bit darker as it goes up. Sort of this area here to the hood. Sort of dark either side of that. And at the top, I think, top of here, what I might do is just add a tiny little bit of like kind of burgundy, just to add a little bit more sort of depth to our picture, just on the edges of the very darkest bits. A little sort of touch of purple going on. I think that might just help sort of bring out the pic a little bit, just a little touch of it from those darkest points. Okay. Just a little bit more around there. Cool. Okay. Now let's get a nice yellowy gold and just start sort of populating sort of some of those areas with that. Do a slightly deeper sort of gold. Just leave some areas for like a lighter one to pop in a minute. Around here, sort of darker on the right hand side, and then we can fill in a little bit more on the left hand side with a lighter colour in a sec. Just adds a nice kind of pop to our picture. Okay, cool. Let's get that lighter and a yellow. Just work it in there. Just leave a little bit of light on the edge just to show it's sort of gleaming. On these areas too. And then just a bit down here as well. Okay, just been working out what to do with the mask, so I think we'll get that IG5 sort of darker Promarker colour and just fill in just around here. Quite a dark sort of colour around here and here. Yeah, that's cool. And then I'll get the lighter one. Just kind of work in just around there too. Cool, okay. Just get that teal back. Just sort of fill in just a little bit more here. Sort of this area here. That's it. Bring it all together. Cool, okay. Right, let's get there. Maybe that sort of green actually works really well for what he's standing on, whatever sort of terrain it is. It's just nice zingy kind of green, and it will just make the colours just pop around that there. All right, I think that's worked out pretty good. Just a little bit more yellow around there. Just there, and around here too. And just that staff area there. Let's just colour that in there, and maybe that will work out. All right, if you're liking the pictures, please do like and subscribe. And that is Hades. So let's pop that in. On ArtDraw. Thanks for watching, and see you again.